Here's the big old red-tailed hawk nest. I'm coming in here today, and whether I catch any beaver or not, I'm going to pull these sets. Maybe go and try and set them over in that dugout. We shall see. Hawks still flying around squawking. They don't come too close though. Alright, my friends, no catches today, and that suits me fine. You know, this house has been here for 2 years, so alls I would be catching is more yearlings. I don't want to catch some little yearlings, and I don't necessarily want to catch the big old mother beaver. She can stay here. And like I said, when it's, 2 years, well, they would have had a batch of little ones last spring. So all there'd be is those, or would have been is those 2 old ones and a bunch of yearlings. And I don't want to catch a bunch of little yearlings, so I'm gonna pull it out. Now I'm gonna go set at that dugout. Stay with me. Dugout. I wanted to see how active this was. So last time I was here, I laid a little stick across there. And I see the little stick is gone. So I'm going to stick a conibear or a body grip, a Belial in there. And hopefully when he comes to slither up there, I'll be able to catch him. I see there's a bigger caster mound here on the house. So I'm gonna see. He's been climbing up all over here, so it's a little bit hard to try and fence him in for a trap here, but I don't have a foothold here today. This is pretty deep, this dugout, so if I don't make catches there, I think I'll bring a foothold here, and we'll throw a weight out there and try and fence it in a little bit. Maybe I can catch him in a foothold if I juice this up with some foreign caster scent, and we'll see how that works. But I don't have much time today. I'm just going to go and set one over there. Well, it's done, guys. Got it all brushed. I'm going to do some over here. I'm going to knock a few of these trees down. This is that area that I burnt out. Just back in here. It's mostly open. There's just a few bigger trees. I'm going to knock them down and try and clean that up in fall. But this is all done, so I want to get the Versatile 875 in here with the big braking disc. And my brother's got a Kello-built 400 braking disc, and put that in here. That should chop the roots up pretty good. And then once you seed that oats, if there's any oat seed left, I'm gonna throw it in here. Here a few days ago, I was talking to one of my YouTube friends. He's got a good channel called Ag Wild, AG Wild, and he was telling me that he has no rocks on his field, and you see when he's working land and stuff, his land is just beautiful. There is no rocks. It's just beautiful, beautiful, nice soil. Well, I'm gonna show him that we have a few rocks. So I dug out a few like this. Well, this isn't the best land, but it's not the worst. If person works it up and gets the rocks picked and you get some rain, it'll grow crops. But look at the size of this boulder. I had to get the corner of the blade. They were just about level with the ground. I had to get the corner of the blade under them and lift them out. But yeah, there's a few boulders out here, but I got them out, and anyways, I'm pretty happy with it, guys. It worked out not too bad. So anyways, I'm gonna have a sandwich now, and then I'm gonna get over into there and walk a little bit, walk some of them bigger trees down. Talk to you later. Well, alright friends, this is getting serious. I'm at that dugout off the edge of the field, and I haven't caught that beaver yet. He's cut another tree down here that's just sticking into the field. It's just a little one, which is not too bad, but he is working on that big one. I set a trap here a few days ago. I didn't have a lot of time, and I just put one here, and I put it in an active spot. But since I put that trap there, he has not come back through. And I have history with this beaver. I think there's only one in here. He's a big one. And last spring, down over there, in fact, he's got a castor mound there, I had a body grip trap there, and I came check it one day, and the trap was out into the dugout at the end of the tether. And I thought, well, I have him. And I pulled that trap in, and it was empty. And it must have kind of clipped onto him somewhere for him to get it all the way out into the dugout like that. And since then, I can't get him to come near a body grip. He still remembers. So I'm going to set a couple more body grips. There's this run that he keeps using, because I keep putting a stick in the middle of it, and the stick always gets moved off to the side. So I'm going to set one trap in there. Grass is sure growing, eh? And I'm going to put a foothold up here somehow. I'm not sure. He was coming up here and using that castor mound. Lately it seems like he's been crawling over here. So I'm going to put a foothold on a drowning set. Put it out in the dugout, because it gets pretty deep here. And there's a run right here. And he has been using this run. And this is where he comes up, and then he goes around, and he goes to where he's been cutting them trees on the edge of the field. So I'm going to put a body grip in there with a stick through it, hoping that it'll work as a duck stick, that he'll just come along and he'll duck it, and he'll be in the trap maybe before he knows what's going on. So we'll see how that works. I don't know if you guys like my channel. I encourage you to check out Gary at Muskrat Outdoors. Yeah, he's another Gary. But if you haven't checked out Muskrat Outdoors, check out his channel. That guy is salt of the earth. He does everything. He's just talented. He traps. In last winter he caught some wolves. Right now he's trapping beaver. He does leather work, amazing leather work. Two winters ago he built himself a snow dog. He hunts. He's got a bear bait going right now. Just a talented fella. He does a lot of interesting things, and if you haven't checked him out, if you don't know Muskrat Outdoors, check out his channel. You won't be sorry. Anyways, I'm going to get setting these traps here, so I'll bring you back when I got them done. Alrighty. I'm going to put a foothold right here. Like I said, he's been crawling up on here a lot. I'm going to put it on a drowner, because that gets pretty deep there. This is what I use for weights, guys. Take some gallon jugs, cut them off, pour some ready mix in there with a handle in there. They're nice to carry in, and one of them weighs about 20 pounds. So that's all a guy needs to keep them down there. If you figure it isn't enough, well then you can just hook another one on, but like I said, they work so nice and handy, just nice to carry. You use them over and over again. So I'm going to throw that in there and I'll show you the set when it's done. Alright guys, I got a body grip set in the run there. I'm hoping that with that stick across there, he'll come booting along and he'll just duck the stick, and before he knows it, he'll be in that trap. Maybe I can prevent him from cutting that other big tree down. Hopefully that'll work. If not, I put another body grip in this run here that he's using. Put one down in there because he is using that run. And if all else fails, I got a Foothold in here now. One of my homemade wolf traps, which years back I caught quite a few wolves with these traps, but they're not certified to use anymore, but they work good for beaver. So we got one in there. I ended up putting 2 weights on that cable because I just don't want him dragging him up, because he's a big beaver. If it's still the same one that was in here last spring, he's big. So I don't want him dragging the weight up. I put some castor scent on there. So we will see what tomorrow brings. Now I'm going to go run cat for a while. Talk to you later. Walking more trees down. They're all a little smaller than what I cleared there last time. Well friends, I finished walking some trees down over there, over that way, the other side of these trees. I decided to dig this rock out of the field. It was in the corner of this field here, and I was always tired of bouncing the equipment over it. It didn't hardly stick up, just a little bit, but it was almost ground level. But every time you'd go around there with a disc or whatever, you'd end up bouncing it over there, and I was sick and tired of it. So I thought I'd dig it out, but I didn't think it was going to be that big. It gave that little cat quite a workout digging there, but we got her. Guys, I'm back here today after setting them traps, and I caught a beaver right here where I put that Belial with that duck stick, but he's very much alive, so I'm not sure how he's caught. He's just kind of hiding under that tree, so I'm not gonna go up near him right now. I'm just going to get the gun and dispatch him so that he does not get away. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we'll pull this one in. I just took care of him with a 22 short. And let's pull him in and see what we got. It looks like a decent size. Not sure how it's caught. Caught by one hind leg in this Belial, guys. What a big beaver too. This is what I like about these Belial traps. And I think the Savageau, I'm not familiar with, I don't have any of them, but I think they kind of close the same way. Like these Belials come right together. Where some other traps they would pull out if they were caught just by a foot. But how that happened, I don't know, guys, because well, you've seen I had this trap in the run and I had this stick across for a duck stick. And like I said, I was hoping that he would just swim up there and duck the stick and be in the trap before he even noticed, before he even knew it was a trap. And there we have it, one hind foot. It's a good sized beaver, guys. Good sized beaver. Yeah, he's a slob. A slob of a beaver. He's a big one. Tail on him. Just a good big beaver. But there's quite a mess over here too, guys. And I think, I haven't been up there yet to look, but when I first walked over to this one, I thought I saw a tail cresting the surface there where I put this foothold. So I was thinking there was only one beaver in here, but maybe we got more. I don't see it now. Yeah, there it is. My trap is gone, and there right by that log, there's a tail. So let's get this guy pulled up. That's a surprise. Let's see, where can I put this camera? This tripod, let's see here. Come on. Just trying to get you guys lined up here. All right, let's pull them in. Let's pull this rascal in. I like these drowning sets. They are effective. I put an extra weight on here. So there's about 40 pounds on here. This is a good sized beaver too, guys. I can tell by the tail. Wow. Kind of hooked around a tree here. How the heck did that happen? Oh well. It's a front foot catch. If I'm not quite sure about the water depth, if it's a little bit shallower, I like to set for a front foot catch, because when they go into that water, if they're caught on the front foot, that keeps their nose a lot closer down to the bottom. If they're caught on a hind foot, then they can raise their body up. They have the whole length of their body they can raise up to get their nose to the surface. So if you're in doubt that your water could be a little bit shallow or a little bit too shallow, set for a front foot. I've got the stick through here somehow. Let's see. weight on there. There's another whopper, guys. There's another good beaver. How we got that pole through there, I don't know, but it's through there. Look at that, another big whopper. Another big whopper of a beaver. Oh, this guy's been cut up a little bit. Here he's got an old scar here. You can see it. All right, let me get this stick out of here. All right, another good big beaver, guys. There we have just a nice front foot catch. Really nice. And like I said, when that drops down right against those weights, his head's so close there, he can't get his head up to get to the surface at all. It's over very quick. And with that weight on there, he didn't move them a bit. They were still out there just as far. Sometimes he'll try and drag them up. But each one of those is about 20 pounds. So when I threw them out to those 40 pounds in there, that's a good big beaver. 2 whoppers. Well, there we go. 2 big whopper beavers. I think this one here is a little bit bigger than that one, but it's hard to tell. Both have big tails. I'm guessing that last spring there was just the one male, and he must have found himself a girlfriend. A big fat girlfriend. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get these loaded up. It's too bad this one's got this old wound there. That's a shame, but it is what it is. I'm happy to get these 2 out of here. I doubt if there's any more. I'm not going to reset the traps because I'm pretty sure there's not any more in here. So I'm going to get these home and get skinning. And yeah, want to thank you all for watching. I shaved my beard off this morning, so I looked like a boy again. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you all down the trail.